hope that you will enjoy this. These next few selections are for harp. I took up harp lessons a few years ago under the teaching of Olivia Overpeck, who some of you know, and she was a fantastic teacher, and thank you to, actually, the one in the camera right there, Miss Nicole. She sponsored for me to rent a harp and have harp lessons for a year, and I fell in love with it. And so here I was a few years later, I always kind of like, man, I wish I could buy my own harp because I had to stop lessons when I went to college, and I didn't have the money to keep renting anymore. And I also really wanted to move up to a bigger harp because mine was like this big. And you run out of strings and there's only so many octaves. And so Miss Nicole graciously gifted me some money, and this harp is what I was able to get with that money and have money left over in case I need to change strings, do repairs, which is such a blessing to have, and I truly feel privileged. One of the first songs I ever actually played on harp was the first Noel, and I remember actually sending it to Nicole because I wanted to show her, like, this is the progress that I've made because of the teaching that you have allowed me to have. And so that'll be the first harp selection that I'll play for you. The second is an Israeli song. It's very fun. I think Israeli music sounds beautiful on the harp. You'll have to forgive me though, I've had the harp for like 2 weeks now, so I haven't gotten to play it much. But I think that even beginners on the harp, it's still just a beautiful instrument and you can't make it sound that bad. So I hope you all will enjoy this. well, it's a group of three, Old Viennese Waltzes by Chrysler. He took them and kind of arranged them. These tunes that were so common, everybody knew. The first, well, there's one, it's called Love's Joy. We're skipping that one. Because I actually never learned it, and I was like, well, you could complete it, but I like the other two better, so that's what we're gonna do. The second one, I guess, in the group then, is Light is Light, which is Love's Sorrow. And you can hear it, it's very wistful and very sappy, romantic. It's like you're just thinking about someone, and then you're like, oh, there's a sweet part in the middle, and it's all about like just this memory of how nice it was to be in love, and then it goes back to the sorrow and the sadness that you felt at the beginning. And then the second one that you'll hear is Sean Rosmarin, which is much more fun. It is very cute. I believe that Liebeslied I played at my recital during COVID for my teacher, and it was an online recital. And then Sean Rosmarin is actually the song that I played at my very first recital that I gave for my students. Because they asked, well, what are you gonna play at the recital? And I was like, oh, sick, I don't wanna play. But if I was making them do it, then I was gonna force myself to do it. So Sean Rosmarin was my first time starting to really get over some of the stage fright that I was experiencing in high school. And so I'm gonna play that one again today. But first is Light is Light. So this next song is a melody that you might know. It's an old African spiritual called Give Me Jesus. I had heard it maybe once or twice, and when I went to college, I remember one of the girls ended her senior recital with an arrangement of Give Me Jesus, and then I really enjoyed it, and I started to think about it a lot. The words are really good, and they're very simple words, easy to learn. And the first verse is, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. And then the chorus is, give me Jesus, you can, oh no, I'm blinking. I have these memorized for you all. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus. And then the final verse is, and when I come to die. And it's a beautiful song because it shows all throughout life this, when you're young, when you're middle-aged, when you're old, when you're going through hard times, or when you're going through good times, still you should want for Jesus and nothing else in the Christian life. And this was a big encouragement to me because she was a phenomenal pianist. And I know that even if she were never able to play again, she would still probably sing this song and say, give me Jesus. And so as a testimony of just her commitment to serve God, I fell in love with this. And then the following Sunday, one of my classmates actually played an arrangement of it in church. I was like, okay, we're gonna learn it because I really enjoyed this. So I hope that you all will too. sing at your concert. And I said, okay. So, who am I to say no to Grandma? So she's here, which is such a special thing, and so is my grandpa and my uncle Mark, and just so many loved ones are here, and I'm just really grateful to have my family here, and they've all been so supportive of me in music. So this is for my grandmother, but it's also for Miss Nicole. This is a song that I would not know had she not introduced me to an album by John Rutter, and on it is the Clare Benediction, which he wrote for a college that he used to teach at, and then he left, and he wrote this very sweet song for them. And so I thought, we'll kind of honor both Nicole and Mimi, because first of all, I love the song, and I would like to share it with you all. I will tell you, I am losing my voice after the wedding yesterday, so I will do my best to sing this for you so you can hear the beauty of the piece, because John Rutter, he really did well on this one. Words, and a song has words. And Lester Mendelssohn, who for solo piano wrote Song Without Words, which is a little ironic. It's beautiful if you ever want to listen to it. I did play this at college a while back. This next piece is very special to both Amy and I because we played this for so many things. This was an audition piece to get into college. It was, I played it at my senior recital as the very ending, and then I also played it at my last recital with my students, where we broke down into tears. It's probably the most emotional performance I have ever given, but hopefully we don't have that today. It is beautiful. It's by a 20th century, she's not alive, 20th century composer, Amy Beach, And she was one of the few female composers who really just seemed to make it big. She was a phenomenal pianist and violinist. And she was actually so sensitive to music as a child that her mother would punish her by having her listen to sad music. That she felt it so deeply that she did not need any other reprimand than listening to sad music. And she was a child prodigy on both violin and piano, and she went around all of these different performance halls playing, and I like her spirit because she went to play, I don't know, it's one of the big, I don't know if it was Carnegie, but she went to this big hall. And there's this renowned symphony and this renowned conductor, and he's like, okay, we're gonna take the third movement slower because I'm sure you can't play it that fast on a piano, like it's just too hard for you. And so they get to the concert, and she goes to play, and she took it, I would say, quite faster than the tempo was supposed to be, and she nailed it. Because she wanted him to be wrong. So she was quite an interesting composer, but she wrote just some beautiful, beautiful pieces. And this one is Berceuse, so it's a bit of a lullaby. I would say it's a very emotional and sometimes disturbed sound. It starts out very sweet, and then in the middle, it's like suddenly our sweet lullaby has shifted into a small minor, or something that's just a little scary. And then it goes back to the sweetness. There's just this angsty part in the middle. I don't know that I would play this to my children as they're falling asleep, but it is beautiful to listen to here in person. So this is Berceuse. so glad that I got to share this music with you. We do have leftover wedding cake from Elena's wedding, right? If you want some, it's from Costco. It's surprisingly good. And then we also have some just other snacks back there and some drinks. So you're more than welcome to